All right, we're back for another episode. Got Len and Guy, and today we're going to get this cab off the truck. So let's just walk through a little bit of that and show you what we need to do before we can take the cab off. So in order to get the cab off, we got to get everything that's connected to the bottom half here disconnected. So we've got wiring. So all the wiring from the firewall down to the engine needs to come off. That'll all be labeled. I don't think the vacuum line is still on the wiper, so we're good there. We've got heater hoses that go to the heater inside the cab. Those are going to have to come off. We got an e-brake cable that's got to be released, so we'll pull that off. And Len's been busy already doing a lot. He cleaned out the cab. He already got the steering wheel off. We'll have to get this brace off here that holds it to the dash. And we're going to try, I guess the throttle linkage too has to come off. We're going to try to do this without taking the pedals or the shifter. We might have to take the main shifter off, but the transfer case, we're going to try to leave those and see if we can work it out. We'll get these pedals off. It'll be a little bit easier to swing past that. That's a game plan, so let's get started. Okay, we got everything done now. We got all the mounts off of the cab. We got everything that connects it off. What we'd like to be able to do is lift it straight up, is maybe kick it over to the side a little bit so we don't have to pull these levers off. It's a lot easier to do that stuff when the cab's already off, so nothing left here but just to give it a try and see how it goes. All right, roll it in there, guys. Okay. Now we just need it centered. See, roll in just a little more once you get. You want to be as far forward as you can. Most of the weight. Okay, hold on. Back out just a little bit. Right there. Go. We're going to pull the bolt out of this, yeah. Plenty of room. I think we're going to make it. Let's move it a little bit and then we'll stop. This way you can kind of see what you got. We got a whole lot of oil, which isn't surprising. You got right here, that's our cab mount. That's got to be fixed. That's not hard to do at all. It's supposed to look like
Oh, here.
Oh yeah, we got a hole in the inner panel, and this needs to be fixed up. That's easy stuff to do. So yeah, this has got to look like that when we're done.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that'll be easy.
Huh.
Everything else looks pretty good. I mean, here, let's take a look at these. These supports look really good. And you look all the way down there where they kick down. That's where mine were completely rotted out.
Oh.
The floor way in back here, you can see we got a little bit of rust there.
Oh, yeah.
That's an easy fix. Your floor looks really nice. Now here, right here, this brace too.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but we'll have to cut. Yeah, that one. This has been resting on this. Something wasn't right
missing.
there. Yeah, that was resting right on the. Yeah, you can see. Here,
Yeah.
take a look at the frame right here.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be.
That's not supposed to be resting on that right there. That's so.
Right, because it is frame mounts.
Yeah, it's dropped a little, but I can weld that in. That's not bad. But the rest of these
A lot
look
of
good.
weight's been on there.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd say the underside looks really nice, and later on we can flip it on its back and get a better look at it. We're gonna roll our dolly in place and then lower this down onto it and see how well it lines up. Okay. So lift that up. Oh, I see where we're going. Okay. Now we need to get a 9/16 wrench and get these all off. I put some large washers in here just in case we need them. And on the front I put the big plates because considering what those look like, those mounts, do something with those. Okay, these back ones, you see these right here? That's what we're trying to drop onto. Well, yeah, we're gonna roll this. Once we get close, we can stop and position ourselves.
Same one.
All right, we got it set down. We have two of the four lined up, and we'll go through and we'll show you in a minute here what's going on with all of these.
I'm missing my hammer.
Oh, you gotta.
I'm going to tap down the sheet metal.
I had a little one here somewhere.
We just need to pound that down a little bit. Needs a bit more. That'll hold it in for now. So 3 out of 4. All right, we got it off. We got our dolly already mounted up, and we already took some time and tipped it over just to get a look at the underbelly of this thing, and it looks really good. I mean, we've got some rocker work to do, but they're solid. They just need to be straightened out. This is, what do we have to run the passenger side? So some work here is kind of like mine, about a little better than mine, but we got some problems here that need to be worked on. And you can see on this inner, it's really dark in there, but on this inner piece, we've got a hole. So this has to be patched. And we saw this before, the outside's got a hole. So that's going to need work. This side looks really good. It doesn't have any of those problems, so we're in good shape there. I'm going to show you that when we tip it back over. The rest of the floor here is really solid. What we did discover, this rear cab mount, this is the original right here. Yeah. This one is not, and it's just a big, thick angle iron in here, so I don't know what was going on there, but that's been replaced. We've got some rot down in here that needs to be dealt with, but that's really the only part of the floor that needs any work at all. Not one exception now. The other thing we noticed that was kind of strange is that both of the floor braces, this side and this side, are like this, where they're kind of broken out. They're dipped in. So they look like they've been resting on the frame, and if we go back and look at the frame, you can see right exactly where they were resting. These aren't supposed to be touching the frame. Just for comparison, I crawled underneath my truck and shot a picture here of that gap between the frame and that floor support, and we're just under a ½ inch here. So that tells me this thing has sunk over time. So we need to fix these, and then we're probably, let's go up here where we got these mounts. These mounts, we're probably going to have to look at them and say, are they bent? Are they okay? And at a minimum, I think we can shim these to get this back up where it belongs, and so that this thing isn't sitting on top of the frame. Here's a picture of the cab to frame mount on my truck, and you can see I put a rubber spacer in there. Len tells me he's got those mount pieces, and so we'll use those. We should be able to get off of the frame with his as well. And then there's one other piece. Yeah, this front cab mount is all beaten up. I just put a piece of metal in just to hold it to our frame, but this needs to be welded up too. That's not too tough to do. So we'll flip it over again and kind of look at everything else. With that cab off, I can start working on some of the structural and some of these hidden areas and get them fixed up. Once I've got that done, we can send the cab off to the body guy, and he can work on all of the exterior stuff so it looks real nice. This time around, it was a fairly short video, but I thought it was important to keep you up to date on our progress as we go forward. So stick around, and hopefully we'll see you next time.